Yes, you can. Watch this video and learn 5 ways to improve your English, even if you are alone. If you don't know me very well, hi, I'm Teacher Prix, and I'm going to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. Make sure to subscribe to the channel because every week I post different kinds of English lessons to help you become a better and more confident English speaker. So I appreciate you being part of this beautiful community of English students from all over the world. But now, first thing you're going to do, okay, let's cut to the chase. Learn things in English, not just English. My idea here with this video is to show you that yes, you can improve your English, you can keep going. And maybe you don't know this about my channel, but here I focus on students at an intermediate level, pre-intermediate, intermediate, lower, beginning the advanced journey. So that's where my focus is on. And I know that at this moment you can be asking yourself, what can I do? What else can I do? And my first recommendation is, and I will explain, learn things in English, not just English, okay? My biggest passion is to learn. I love learning. I'm speaking about me, Priscilla. I'm very curious. I love learning new things. And I noticed that at a certain point in my journey a long time ago, I developed the habit of learning the things I like, but not in my language anymore, in English. I don't consider that my study time, but I expand my mind, I expand my horizons, and while I do that, I am using the English I study. And if you want to improve your English, it's time to explore new ground, explore different ideas, and this is a wonderful way to do that, and you can do it. I will give you some ideas, okay? And what are the first thing to help you come up with ideas is, what are your interests? What do you like to read about? What hobbies do you have? It's important to take a moment and think, okay, but what do I really like? When I'm not working, what do I like to do? What do I like to read about, listen about? What hobbies do I have? What interests do I have? And then you're going to start making a list. You will begin to remember things you enjoy. And the next thing you're going to do is, okay, now how can I connect? How can I bring English to that? Nowadays, guys, most things I do in English. So when I am learning personal development, I'm really interested in learning about my mind, how to expand my mind. And I do that in English. When I'm learning about tennis, I learn in Portuguese too, but I also bring English. So I watch international instructors talking about tennis strategies. And why do I do that? Because I want to expand. I don't want to simply study English. I want to live. And while I am living, English is there. And if you want to improve, I am sure this is a wonderful strategy to implement. You can do this with anything, okay? Nowadays, this is so, embedded in my system that when I have a question, I go to Google and I already type in English. I don't even waste my time typing that in my language anymore because I am really living this, because I want to expand. And every time I do this, I get to learn different vocabulary, different expressions, and get to know amazing people around the world that can help me become a better person and enjoy more, enjoy life more, okay? So you decide what it is that you like. Let's say you're interested in traveling. Wonderful. I love New York. Let me make this clear. I absolutely love New York. Not to live, but to visit, okay? And I follow this YouTuber who is from New York, and she's constantly making videos about New York. So it is a wonderful opportunity to me to see a New Yorker talking about New York and exploring different areas of the city, telling interesting stories about the city. And I am doing all of that in the English language. Make it normal for your brain to do things in English. This is a good one. Number 2. Use your social media, and I am not talking about watching reels or shorts or, those little things we do on social media. They're fun. Of course, they're fun, and I have other videos here on my channel where I suggest using social media to study. But now you're taking control, you're taking charge, okay? I want you to pick, do you see the green thing? When you, especially Instagram, I'm talking about Instagram right now, okay? When we post stories on Instagram, we can decide who gets to see some stories. We can make some of our stories private to a group of close friends, okay? And what do I want you to do? I want you to pick good friends, people you trust, okay? Good people, that would hit the like button right now. Just saying, okay? Maybe 2 people, maybe 3, maybe your best friend, maybe your spouse, okay? And you're going to create a private, close friends that will be able to see your private stories. And what are you going to do? Every day you're going to do a story. Speaking in English, okay? You go to, let me open this here. You open your Instagram, okay? And let's see, oh my God. You create your story, okay? Like, you create your story, but you only share with your close friends. And what am I trying to do here? What I'm trying to show you is that I want you to include English in your life. So if every day you make a 1-minute video in your stories and share with people you love, people you know will not be judgmental, people who will not criticize you, people who will not make fun of you, people who will send you a message and say, wow, I'm inspired by your video. I want to do it too. Or maybe they will be curious. Wow, why are you doing this? I want you to expand your ability to use English. And if every day you make a habit of picking your phone, making a story, it is gone in 24 hours. You don't need to go back and see it again and again. No. In 24 hours, it's gone. You start again, new leaf, okay? So this is a wonderful way to practice your English. And what are you going to talk about? Maybe you can talk about something you're doing at that moment. Maybe you can talk about a page of a book you were reading. Maybe you can talk about something you saw on Instagram or on YouTube and you want to share the experience, or maybe talk about your favorite show and the last episode you watched and how fun it was. You decide, okay? That will help you improve your ability to think of subjects to talk about. Every day you can post one, just one. Start with one. Even if you include only one person in your private list of close friends, you will see, you will boost your confidence. You will boost your desire to speak English, okay? The more you use it, the more your brain understands that is an important thing. So how often are you practicing your English speaking? Even if you are alone, okay? That matters. Now, number 3, become a movie or TV series critic. I love doing this exercise. I do it a lot, okay? And what is that? This is a very complete exercise that you can do while you're working on all the English skills, depending on how you do it. I will leave you a step-by-step process, okay? But what does a movie review, a movie critic do? They review movies. They describe the movies, they talk about the main actors, they talk about the production, the soundtrack, they describe the plot, the story, they share their opinion. Is this a good movie? Should you watch it? Why not? Does it deserve an Oscar, or not? Pros and cons of watching the movie. So they make a critic, they review a movie. And you can do that with a movie, or with a TV show episode. You can pick your favorite TV series and choose one episode. And you're going to become an expert. You're going to watch, of course. Okay, you have to watch, You're going to watch that episode, or you're going to watch the movie, and then you're going to become the critic. And what steps are you going to follow? Take a look. The first one, okay, pick the episode you like, and awesome. There you go. Second thing, you're going to watch and read about it. Here's the thing. You watched your movie, you watched your episode. What is the next step? Now you will get inspiration. What are people saying about the movie? What are people saying about that episode? And you're going to do this by reading and by listening, okay? So you will find a video on YouTube where someone is reviewing that movie or that episode that you watched. So you're going to listen to someone doing what you want to do. And the next thing you're going to do is, now I'm going to read someone who wrote a blog post, an article describing their experience with that movie or with that TV show episode. So it is very important to get inspiration before you do this alone, okay? Because it is a difficult exercise. Even when I am doing reviews, I watch the movie, of course, okay? Then I read someone reviewing the movie, I watch someone reviewing the movie, and then I start my work. I write my review and I do my speaking exercise reviewing the movie, okay? This is a very complete exercise. And what are you going to do next? Okay, I watched someone reviewing, I read someone reviewing that show, that movie. Now you can study some of the vocabulary they used, because I want you to pick some of the words they used and I want you to use them too. This is going to be a very rich experience. I strongly recommend that you give it a go, okay? Study the words. You don't need to obsess over all the words you don't know, because there will be many words, okay? We're talking about a movie review, a TV show episode review, so there will be a lot of words you're not familiar with, but it's okay. It's a practice, it's exercise. What are you going to do next? Then you will prepare yourself by writing. You're going to write your review, okay? Organize into paragraphs. I think I have some videos here on my channel where I talk about organizing ideas when writing. Take a look on my channel, check it out. You may be able to find some information, okay? But again, you can get inspired by the review you read, okay? This is practice, guys, and it's to have a little fun as well. And finally, you will end this practice by recording yourself speaking about the movie, about the TV show, reviewing as if you were the expert. Okay, so hey guys, today I want to talk about a really nice TV show. It's Cobra Kai, and quite recently they reached the show finale, and I would like to highlight some of the pros and cons, some of the good things I saw in the last episode of the show, and share a little bit of my perspective and whether I agree or disagree with the ending. So stay with me, because I'm going to divide this review into 4 main parts. See? And then you keep going. But of course, I would need to watch someone reviewing, read someone reviewing, study the vocabulary so that I can use some interesting stuff as well, then prepare myself by writing, then finally speak. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. And speaking of game changer, hey, subscribe to the channel. Yes, that really helps the channel grow. But more importantly, if you know someone who would benefit from this lesson, share it with a friend. That actually is the one thing that helps the channel the most. Now, guys, let's keep going. Number 4. Oh, I like this one. I really like this one. Participate in written forums. Unfortunately, I haven't found speaking forums. There are some apps and websites, but I feel like forums they serve a very beautiful purpose, because you will find all sorts of subjects. People talk about everything online these days. And why am I recommending this to help you improve your English, even if you are alone? Actually, especially if you are alone. It is a great way to practice your ability to comment, share, ask questions, and give advice, depending on the forum you participate, okay? And this is kind of imitating life, because in life, you never know when someone is gonna look at you and say, hey, can you give me some advice? Hey, I'm having this problem. What do you think I should do? Or maybe they're gonna share something interesting about themselves and you want to say something that you agree, that you disagree, that you want to learn more about. And forums, they present a lot of ideas. Many people post, real people posting real life issues. So that is a source of so much information. Of course, you have to filter, but it's a wonderful place. So you will come across many different subjects, including questions on everyday problems. Real people asking advice on real problems. So you will be practicing your English in a more realistic way, even though you're just typing your answer. You're still helping someone with a real life issue. And here, if I were your teacher, I think I am if you're watching this video right now, I would do the typing thing. Of course, I would type my answer to help or to comment, make a comment or something. But I would also practice my speaking. I would imagine the person in front of me and I would say, okay, if I were you, I would talk to you, to your parents. It's better to spill the beans and tell them what's going on. Hiding is only going to make things worse. At the end of the day, I am in my late 30s and I've been there, and I always had more problems whenever I tried to hide things from my parents. I'm just playing here, okay? There's nothing realistic here. I'm just giving you an example. But I would practice my speaking in addition to typing the answer. And when I say practice my speaking, I wouldn't simply read my answer. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I would actually cover my answer and I would try to speak naturally. Okay, reading is not a speaking exercise. Reading can be a pronunciation exercise, but never a speaking exercise, okay? And moving on to, okay, here's an example. So here you pick a random discussion and you practice writing about it. So here we have a situation here. The guy says, I want to study, but I waste my whole day without doing anything significant, and I am unable to concentrate. What should I do? So what would you tell this person? Huh? What would you tell? What would you write to this person? Guys, and this is one example. There are so many examples. So many. So honestly, what would you tell someone who wants to study but wastes all his day doing nothing? Nothing significant. Okay? He's not able to concentrate. What should this person do? Guys, I would write a detailed piece of advice and then I would practice my speaking. Because this could happen to me. This could happen to someone I care about. Maybe a colleague from work could come and ask me that same question. Well, in a similar way, Priscilla, do you have any idea of what I could do? I'm wasting so much time. I can't focus here at work. I don't know what's going on. Has this ever happened to you? Guys, this is real life. So it's a great place. I use Quora. I'm always reading Quora forums and questions because it's so rich, okay? I get so many ideas from these forums, and a lot of my videos that I make here, they come from forums where people are asking for advice on how to be more organized, how to study English, how to improve their English alone. Guys, these are all questions that I get from these forums. Check them out. And finally, your brain is a muscle. Exercise it, okay? If you are an intermediate or trying to be a better English speaker, trying to be more, to be faster, to react more quickly when speaking in English, to react more quickly, for the words to come to you more quickly, you need to teach your brain. You need to exercise your brain, huh? It's like a muscle. And it is actually, okay? So what is my suggestion? I hope you have already done that, but if you haven't, don't worry. It's okay. I got your back. Change all your gadgets to English, okay? Here in my house, the only thing I haven't changed is my computer, because it doesn't let me change to English. I don't know. I think my system package is Portuguese only, which makes me really sad, but everything else is in English, okay? Everything else is in English or Italian. My Netflix is in Italian. My sister gets really upset. She's like, well, I don't know what they're saying. Like, come on, it's okay. You can find the menu. Here, let me help you. So, and I'm not just talking about your cell phone or your computer, but websites you access, platforms you access, okay? Change everything to English. Everything you do, connect to the English language. I want you to see English everywhere. I want you to listen to English everywhere. This is what we say, the immersion. Huh? I want you to immerse in the English language. And you don't need to be abroad to do that. You can be home, in your country, in your home country, and it's fine. Your actions will determine whether you are immersing in the English language or not. So teach your brain to see English everywhere, to connect with the English language everywhere, and you will begin to notice dramatic change in a good way. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to share it with a friend. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!